Hi again, this is Liam from Running Remote, and in today's video, we're gonna be reviewing 7 remote work games that don't actually suck. I don't know about you, but definitely for me, I have been pulled into like some HR Zoom games or some remote work games that don't really speak to me personally. So I thought I would collect a bunch of remote work games that honestly really do work and that we've found have a lot of success inside of the Running Remote community and then also inside of our individual companies. Let's go. Number 1 is Clue Murder Mystery. For this game, you'll need to send out a link to all of your employees using the Clue Murder Mystery mobile app. There are plenty of versions in the Apple Store and on Google Play, but you can also try Outback's virtual Clue Murder Mystery. The app will split your team up into 2 groups and you'll actually be able to appoint a team leader for each. Teams will have to examine clues, review case files, and try to solve the murder, like you probably have already played on the board game version. It's pretty awesome and we've actually played it quite a bit and people really enjoy it. Number 2 is the Virtual Escape Room. Like an actual escape room, teams try to escape a virtual space. With this remote team building activity, teams work together to solve puzzles and complete tasks. Participants in this virtual event should use Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Skype, or a similar app. They solve riddles or puzzles to complete the mission in 60 minutes. For an example, you can try the wildly different games. Just Google that and you'll be able to find it. Number 3 is Never Have I Ever, the Safe for Work edition. Make sure this is Safe for Work edition. This virtual team building version is slightly different from the game you might be familiar with. And in this version, you can actually create a list of general topics like never have I ever eaten an entire box of Oreos, which obviously I have, or never have I ever cried while watching a movie. Every participant gets 5 points to start and loses 1 point for each activity they've done. The last person with the most points wins. With this game, you can learn some fun facts about your coworkers. Hopefully you won't get reported to HR for this one, but generally it's pretty darn fun. Number 4, Build a Story. Building storylines is one of the oldest team building activities, but it's still fun. The aim is to create a comprehensive story structure by the end of the game. To play this virtual team building exercise, get your employees on a video call, and then the first person begins a story, then go around the virtual circle. Each team member repeats the previous line and adds to the storyline by saying a sentence that continues it. This way, each remote employee contributes until everyone has had a turn. Number 5 is the cooking competition. Cooking can be done remotely, and that's why it can make your team really excited to step out of the virtual world. One of Running Remote's community members shared that their most popular team activity was running a cake contest similar to the Great British Bake Off. I don't know if you guys know that. There's probably another, I think there's another version of that on Netflix, where people would actually bake cakes and present it to the selected judging panel. A variation of the game sent all participants a kit containing all the ingredients for a dish and make it together. One of the easy options is to try bubble tea. I really also have done this with cocktails, and again, if everybody is cool with that, that's also super fun to be able to do in the evenings. Number 6 is the Health Monitor game. Health Monitor, created by Atlassian, is not only a fun game, but extremely useful. It prompts you to examine how you're working together instead of what you're actually working on. On a 30 to 60 minute group call, you'll answer questions like, do you have the right balance of skills on the team? Are you making decisions effectively? Do you understand the actual dependencies around your work? Again, Atlassian is really a remote work leader, so go check them out, and it's a fantastic game to be able to get an insight into what the heck is going on inside of your company. Number 7 is Asynchronous Team Games. We didn't leave those out, so you actually can play games asynchronously. Async games work well for the teams that are distributed across multiple time zones and introverts, honestly, of which I am one. Here are just a few ideas. Number 1, show your messy desk pic. My desk is actually pretty clean today, but usually it's not like that. There's also GIF battle, so you can actually like have people throw GIFs back and forth and then they can upvote them for who they think actually has the most epic battles or GIFs. You can do this on like Slack or Microsoft Teams. Number 3 is building a team playlist. Everybody shares their one favorite song. We actually have done this and we've put it onto a Spotify song list, which is pretty darn cool. And then number 4 is plush plush toy. That's team members receive a toy, a branded gift, and they send pictures of it in different locations. We have done this one too. And number 5 is share one thing that you did on the weekend. Kind of boring, but again, very easy to be able to get started. I hope that was helpful to you. I would also suggest as well, if you have the cash to be able to do it, one of the things that we've been doing, which we've found a lot of success with, is having Oculus Rift parties. So virtual reality parties, and we put the headsets on and we all kind of play games in there. It's kind of cool because everyone can just go in their own separate direction, and getting the Oculus Rift is a huge employee perk. If that was valuable to you, please let me know down in the comments below. Do you have any other remote work games that are really valuable? Please put that down there as well. While you're down there, why don't you like this video and subscribe to this YouTube channel? It is indeed free, and we talk about this stuff all day long. See you in the next one.